Aloha friends, this is Tito Kang coming to you on this edition of TitoKang.com, Hacking the Achievers Code, episode number 4. So last time we talked to you about creating a vision because we're ending the end of 2014. We're in mid-December right now. We're heading into the end of the year. You are thinking about your resolution, and if you've been following the blog, you actually have started to work on your resolution back in November. And we talked about a couple of things. On the last post, we talked about 3 things. So we talked about visioning, creating the version of you of who you want to become, not necessarily what you want to get. Like my mentor Ray Higdon said, what you want to get is external out of you. What's inside of you, that's what's going to pull you. So how are you going to become? That's who you want to vision. That vision will pull you through your struggle. And then we said you have to plan for struggle. Why do I say you have to plan for struggle? Well, we'll delve into that a bit more later on. And the third part, to be grateful. What have you been grateful for lately? And to write it down. It cements it. It solidifies it. And I've been writing down a lot these days about the beautiful snow we've been getting here. It's gorgeous. If you follow me on Facebook, you've seen some of the pictures I posted in my backyard. It's just beautiful, 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 beautiful. Now, planning for struggle. Why do we plan for struggle? First of all, when we do visioning, most of the times it's being taught to think about big, hairy, audacious goals, things about what can be, not what cannot be. And that's most of the training that we've got. I actually agree with that, but there's a component when I study the achievers, super achievers, and mega achievers that they actually plan for struggle. All right? Have you ever seen a football practice? What do they do in football practice? Do they just throw the touchdowns? Do they just go practice the actual play without anyone in between to block them? Or they practice hitting something? Well, they're planning for struggle. The coach understands that they are going to face an opponent, an adversary. And in life, that's your struggle. That's your obstacles. So you've got to plan for the struggle. In golf, Tiger Woods will practice hitting out of a sand trap, will practice hitting out of a rough. The pro golfers know that although they can do their best, they are bound to not be perfect. All right, there is no perfection, just progression. No perfection, just progression, right? So if you agree with that, you understand now that struggle you must plan for. So why is it that we don't plan for struggle? Because we equate struggle to pain. And then we want to avoid pain. As human beings, we have the amygdala in the back of our head here that says, you know, we got to protect ourselves. So we want to avoid pain. So we're not getting right in there. But I'm suggesting to you that you need to get to and plan the struggle. After all, how do you change that state of mind about struggle? Well, let me just present this to you for consideration, right? If you go see a movie with your friends, and if the movie was all about happiness and everything is going great, you might enjoy it, but would you enjoy it fully? Would you enjoy it more if the hero had to actually face some obstacles? If Indiana Jones had to run because the ball's running behind him and he's got to get away? I mean, those are the scenes that get us going. Those are the scenes that make us enjoy the movie, because the hero at the end, when the hero prevails over the struggle, when the hero prevails over the struggle, that's when joy comes in. That's when you are feeling that something great has happened, and that's what you want to do as you plan for your vision. Plan for your struggle. Failing forward is essential, and failure is learning. That's what you got to tweak. That's what you got to change your state of mind. So how do you do that in your visioning process? Well, there are 3 things. I'm going to give you 3 steps as usual to equip you and empower you. The first thing, list your ideas. Once you grab a piece of pen and a paper, if you type it, whatever you do, just put it down somewhere that's not sitting in your mind. Put it in the conscious world, all right? Once you write down those ideas, I want you to come up with 3 biggest challenges why they wouldn't work. What will you be facing that's going to make that explode, your idea explode, not work? Challenge yourself. Once you've done that, I want you to reach out to a close person to you, typically your running mate, your coach, or your mentor, and get that person to analyze that idea. And without telling them what your challenges are, challenge them to actually challenge your idea. Tell them, I don't want to hear how great it is, how wonderful it's going to be. I want to hear how bad it's going to be and why it's going to be bad. And get to those nuggets. That will define the gaps, all right? Once you have the gaps, then you need to resolve the gaps. So how do you do that? What you want to do is you want to start researching those gaps. So 3 tools for research that is extra essential, important. Most people don't do it. The first one is pretty easy. You all know it's called Google. That's right, Google. You you want to put Google on and you want to ask those gaps if someone has figured it out. Now, a lot of people stop at Google, and I'm going to suggest that once you have Google, that's your first step, that's your level. Once you find out things or ideas that are interesting that you are prepared to follow suit with, you must pursue in books or audiobooks. You got to read deeper, or articles that go delve deeper in the subject matter so that you actually put some meat around that. Once you figured all that out, and if you still have not resolved all the gaps, that's when you reach out to your coach or your mentor. That's right, your coach or your mentor, somebody that's already been through, somebody that's already achieved, or another achiever in the subject matter you want to get back. That might be in school, that might be in your corporate career, that might be in your entrepreneurial endeavor. You want to find the best person in the niche that you are targeting. You want to ask that person. Now, the best way to ask a coach like that or a mentor that they're going to give you the answer is this. Listen, I've done my research. This is what I found out. I went on Google, got this. I got this book. I was able to resolve these 3 challenges. But the 4th one, I don't know. Love to get your take of what that would be, and that it would give you some insight. I haven't met any mentors or any coaches or any achievers that have succeeded in their realm that have not provided the support. Why? Because they've gone through it. They know how it feels. And when you've gone through it and you know how it feels, most of them, there's no absolute, right? Not 100%, but most of them will provide you the insight. So reach out to those folks once you've completed the first 2 steps. And the 3rd step is to start visioning. Is start putting down on paper the resolution to those gaps and seeing it happening. So seeing how you would react to it, seeing how you would feel when you are faced with those challenges. So feeling is important, and then real reaction is important. Once you bring that together and you get to sustain and how you would envision yourself feeling and reacting at the same time. And that's going to allow you to, when you come in front of the situation, because you are going to encounter those challenges and those obstacles and those struggles, it will be great because you're going to go, wow, it's supposed to be this way. I know my way out of it. It might not be perfect, but I'm going to pull through, and I've gone through it before in your mind. It's a technique called visualization. Most achievers, super achievers, and mega achievers use it all the time. Olympic athletes use it. So why not use it to plan for your future success? Those are the 3 steps. I hope it was of value to you. If you like this post, as usual, please don't hesitate to comment, share with me, add some value. To the right of your screen, go and subscribe so you can get onto my VIP list and get my first hack. And this is a hack that was really cool. It's about how to plan for your struggle right now. So there you go. And subscribe to the podcast also on the right of your screen. We're going to put out some more podcasts and some broadcasts. We're changing it up, interviewing local achievers moving in 2015. I've got some great guests that's going to come on. So if you have anything at all, please do not hesitate. As usual, if you have any questions, reach me on Twitter at Tito Kang, hashtag #HackThisTito, at Tito Kang, hashtag #HackThisTito. All right, make sure you get to that. And if you have any local achievers in your area that you want me to qualify, please send me the name at Tito Kang, Hack This Achiever Tito, right there. At Tito Kang, Hack This Achiever Tito. And I will surely be reaching out to them so I can get them on my blog. Why would they do that? Because they will provide value to you. Achievers, like I said, like to share because they've gone through the struggle before. So don't forget, plan for your struggle because it chisels your success and defines it. And as always, I'm going to leave you now, right? Your past defines you who you are here today. You must accept your past. Don't deny it. Now use it to your advantage. It made you who you are here today. However, what you do here today, from what you learn today and what you do here today will define and design your future of tomorrow. This is Tito Kang saying, as usual, make every day BAMDIGIOUS. Aloha, mahalo, and as always, to your prodigious success.